What's up, guys? It's Duke from sportsgamers.com, and today I want to show you all my favorite two-play combo on defense in Madden 12. Now, I've been using these plays to just lock up everything, very recently in Madden 12. I mean, I've been using these plays for months, and, I've gone against, the toughest competition, and, I'm one of the very few this year who, against a legit, good offensive player can consistently get stops. And, I want to show you guys how I've been doing it. So, the formation, guys, I've been using a lot is dime flipped. The first play, which is kind of going to be the basis for what I've been doing, is Firefox Zone. But you really can use a few other plays like middle linebacker blitz and middle linebacker loop 2. I like Foxfire Zone, and I'm going to show you why. Alright, so here's the offensive play I'm using. Now, to set this defense up, guys, what I do is I show blitz, I crash the defensive line to the right. Now, the defensive end on the right, you can do whatever you want with him. Typically, I'm going to put him in a purple zone. And then this DB over here, again, you can do whatever you want with him as well. Now, what I generally do on this play is I like to kind of lurk over the middle of the field myself, or sometimes I will control this DB on the left slot. The good thing about this D is you can change up who you control depending upon what the offense is doing to you. Now, this defense is going to get quick pressure from the left. Pierre Paul is going to come screaming off the edge, and let's just take a look. So, as you guys can see, what happens when I run this blitz is the offensive line shifts down automatically, which lets the defensive end from the left come in completely free for the sack. And I mean, you can tell we're only rushing for defenders. So, I mean, we have very good coverage behind this defense. Now, let's look at this in real time. 1, 2. I mean, in just about a little bit more than 2 seconds, you're getting sacked. This is with the running back blocking. Now, once you run this pressure at that defense enough, someone eventually is going to say, okay, let's go ahead, flip the play, block the running back on the left. Now, this is where the second play I'm going to show you guys comes into effect. It's the weak overload 3. Now, what you're going to do with this defense is you're going to show blitz, and immediately after you show blitz, you're just going to slightly touch the middle linebacker and move him a little bit to the left to keep him from moving. If you don't just slightly move this middle linebacker, he's going to move all the way over to the right, and it's going to mess up his play. Alright, next thing we do is we crash the defensive line to the right. Now, generally, guys, I'm going to put Ross in a purple zone. You can put him in whatever you want, but I typically put him in a purple. Sometimes I man him up. It just kind of depends on what I think the defense or the offense is going to do. So, hey, say you want to man him up instead of put him in a purple, you can do that. I mean, that's fine. So, go ahead and man him up, this play on LB, the slot receiver. And then the next thing I do is I spy, or the last thing I really do is I spy the defensive end over here on the left. This is just going to allow him to come over the middle where the vacated area is from the middle linebacker blitzing. Alright, so let's just go ahead and check this play out, guys. Now, what you notice is this time we get the defensive end from the right coming completely free. Now, this is going to be able to allow us to, no matter what the offense does, we have a blitz from either side, and the pre-snap setups look exactly identical to the offense, so they're not going to be able to tell which side we're going to be blitzing from. This is great. And again, very good coverage here. I mean, again, we're only rushing 4 defenders, so we're going to have great coverage here. Now, the thing I typically do, guys, in deciding which play I'm going to run, normally I like to blitz, blitz opposite the running back. So if I see the running back on the left, I'm coming from the right. If I see the running back on the right, I'm coming from the left. Because most offensive players will block the running back as their first lineup. The first thing they're going to do against the blitz is block the running back. Now, I don't do that 100% of the time because I don't want to develop a pattern that the offense is going to catch on to. The first blitz I showed you was so good that if you have a good defensive end, he'll run over the running back the majority of the time because of the angle he's on. So sometimes I will blitz from the same side the running back is on just to keep the offense on his toes and not give a telltale sign of my defense. But anyway, guys, these are two defenses I've had great success with this year. Make sure to check out sportsgamers.com for the best Madden tips on the planet.